Speaking as your mother, Brian, we've never been a family that pretended to face adversity head-on. Oh, we've had our share more than some, less than others. But life is better if you let it flow round you. Be like a rock in a river. The building trade has been good to us all. But with unions, closed shops, and now your sudden allergy to cement, there's no point in being hot-headed. Let it go. All those years traipsing about after my bricklaying sons, following the work back and forth, Liverpool and Cork, Birmingham and Dublin, Coventry and Fretty Ard. This is what I dreamed of, Brian. Surely God has helped me find Kitty for you, a widow woman living above a corner shop she can't manage by herself. Put the past behind you and marry her. You'll work hard, but you'll never starve. And best of all, you'll have your pride. A small shop, your own master, and no one to be beholden to. That's the life, son.
How are you, Mr. McAllen? Didn't I hear you whistling when I was getting me potatoes?
I've listened to that tune for nearly 10 years, Mrs. Higgins. It's his way of letting us all know he's in a terrible humour. Am I right, Mr. McAllen? Well, we'll not get much out of him today. Now, what can I get you, Mrs. Higgins?
Just the potatoes. And give us 2 onions and 3 streaky rashers for a coddle.
What about these? Mr. McAllen only cut them this morning. The wider ones would fry up lovely. But if it's only a coddle, those would be grand with a few sausages. Not that I know anything about coddle. I never even heard of the stuff till I came to Dublin. Has Seamus been in touch at all?
And I'll have one of them Swiss rolls as well. Jam.
Cake, Mrs. Higgins, of a Wednesday.
I can have cake every day if I want, can't I?
Oh, indeed. Twice a day if you like. Is Seamus home or...
20 of the best, please, Josie. Grand day, Mr. McAllen, isn't it? If only you were a duck. Which reminds me, did I ever tell you the one about the duck that went out in the rain, Mr. McAllen? No? Well, I'll tell you, it got wet. What'd you think of that one, Mr. McAllen? I went down a bomb in biddies last night, I needn't tell you. And was that your eldest, Mrs. H, I saw in the bar? He slipped away after just the one. He's grown to be a fine-looking lad. Shame you can't keep our young men at home. Did I ever tell you, Mr. McAllen, about the woman who came back from America after 30 years?
My son doesn't drink, Mr. Russell. I'll have you know. It must have been someone else you saw. There you are, Mrs. Bourne. How's Mr. Bourne?
He'd be better if he could do his job. St. Michael's parade is blocked off. There'll be no post delivered today. Them protesters are back, trying to stop the bailiffs getting into the houses.
Josie, there are too many people in the shop. Kindly serve them and ask them to leave. How can I do the weekly order when the place is packed out with customers and a lot of you standing around talking like it was a fair day in town?
Thank you, Mr. McAllen. I know well enough where I am.
Removed from our father's house in Monaghan to become a grocer's assistant in Dublin's Liberties. Surrounded by falling down houses and crowds of people instead of hills and trees and meadows of green grass. All for you, Mr. McAllen. Swapped the cry of the curlew, she did, for the dull grunt of the dirty pigeons. And her only bit of consolation forced into the boat to England.
Excuse me, Mr. Russell. I hope it's not my Seamus you're referring to. Consolation indeed. May I have my change, please, Josie? That man thinks he's on the stage all the time, you know. He needs to be careful what he says.
Pay no attention to Mr. Russell, Mrs. Higgins. Seamus is a grand lad, and I'm sure he'll break hearts when he's older, but it won't be mine.
Easy now, you haven't seen him since he got back. That's all I'll say, Josie.
There's your tea now, Josie.
Thanks, Mrs. McAllen.
I hope you don't mind the tart being cold. My husband is up in the kitchen, foostering about like a boy with an unexpected day off school, but even more on edge than usual. The net result is I forgot to heat up your tart.
So long as my tea is hot, Mrs. McAllen, you know I'm an easygoing person.
You'd never have stuck 10 years with Mr. McAllen if you weren't. No more than myself.
Begging your pardon, Mrs. McAllen, but I only work for him. You've given the man 3 beautiful daughters. Mary, Orla and Patricia are his pride and joy, and you've looked after him even better than his mother did. I can go out in the evenings and go back to Monaghan for the odd weekend if I want. Free as a bird.
Compared to my late husband, Brian is the perfect model, Josie. He doesn't drink or smoke, and I always know where he is. What more could I ask for? We're surrounded by streets full of neglected women, bewailing drunken husbands and hungry children abandoned by drunken fathers.
Sure, he hardly has a weakness at all. A bit moody now and again, especially when a certain name is mentioned. But, oh my God, he has changed. It's Seamus, Mrs. McAllen.
I see well enough who it is. Become quite the swank, hasn't he?
Hello, Mrs. Mac. Hello, Josie. Give us 20 woodbines, please.
Oh, Seamus, you haven't started smoking. Shame on you. I always thought you were great for not smoking when all around you did. If that's what London has done to you, then it's a sorry day indeed. Although, of course, it's nice to see you. And that is a lovely suit. And your hair is so long. What does your gran think of it?
She hasn't seen it yet. The cigarettes are for her. The duty-free on the boat are sold out. You're looking well yourself, Josie.
Just a holiday then, Seamus. Or will we be seeing you around for a while?
Don't you worry, Mrs. McAllen. I have to be back in my job on Monday. Sure, I only dropped in to say hello to Josie. I saw Mr. McAllen upstairs at the kitchen window. Is he well?
Well enough, thank you. Now don't you go upsetting him hanging around the shop talking.
Okay, I'm off. Thanks, Josie. See you later.
Oh, Seamus, I'm looking forward to that already. I've missed our little chats. You were the only one round here a girl could have a decent conversation with.
Was that Seamus Higgins I saw you talking to? The little pup. Coming in here with his carefree attitude after all the trouble he's caused.
What did he ever do except have a warm smile and a friendly word for them that are cold and stone-hearted, shrivelled up in their own bitterness?
That's enough, Josie. You always see the good in people. Poor Mr. McAllen struggled to help that boy, teaching him everything about the grocery trade. And where did it get him? Don't upset yourself now, Brian. He was just getting a few cigarettes for his grandmother. Old Mrs. Higgins is a good customer, as indeed is the boy's mother, and we can't afford to go making enemies of them.
The whole family can take their blasted custom elsewhere. And if you're not careful, Josie, you might find yourself taking your services elsewhere too.
There's plenty of call for good shop workers, Mr. McAllen. I won't starve, I assure you.
Josie, please don't break that cup. Have you finished with your tea? Now, Brian, would you like me to stay and serve for a while? I know you're doing the order for the wholesalers, but the girls left their bedroom in a terrible state, so don't be too long.
I could manage well enough if my staff were not pulling against me all the time.
Pulling against you, is it? Didn't you have the sweetest, most pliable assistant any grocer ever had in Seamus Higgins? Working late, doing deliveries in his spare time, his smile alone brought in customers. And all the while the foolish lad thought you were the nicest man that ever walked God's earth. Nothing you asked of him was too much trouble. And what did he get for it? Thanks? Not a bit of it. The sack? Not even a reference, so he could get a decent job. Nothing but the boat to England and living with strangers.
He could have had the reference he deserved if he'd wanted it. A troublemaker and thief, stirring up strife and telling his elders and betters what to do. No, he's better off in England, where one more shyster won't be noticed.
What did he ever tell you but to stand up for your customers who put food on your table? And what did he ever steal except your heart, in his misguided efforts to be the son you never had? Begging your pardon, Mrs. McAllen. And he got plenty of encouragement, but something happened. I know that. And you shut him out. Did he get too close? Go too far?
As God and Kitty are my witness, I've never been anything but fair to my staff, and I won't be spoken to like this. Take a week's notice, Josie. It's more than a man should have to put up with in his own shop. Your cards will be ready on Saturday. You're a witness, Kitty.
Seamus will be gone in a few days, Brian, and we can all return to normal. It would be terrible to do anything you'd regret.
Saturday, is it? No, thanks. I'll go now. Just as soon as I can get my coat on. I'll clear out my room later and hand back my keys.
But Josie...
We've never been a sociable family, Brian. Never had time to waste on friendships when there's mouths to be fed and shelter to be provided. And when you're surrounded by people who have less than you, musha. Too soft-hearted, that's always been your trouble. You'd part with your last shilling to any poor slob that asks, and your whole heart if anyone bothered to have it. My advice to you, Brian, is trust Kitty. She's not like me. Hers is a quiet, inner strength that you'll appreciate in a crisis. I've had it hard, and I give out bluster and instructions. Be open with her, the way you've always been open with me. But keep a rock-hard distance with outsiders. If you become too friendly with customers, they'll expect credit, and too friendly with staff and they'll rub you blind. I'm an old woman, Brian. I've seen the world. It's a poor place filled with miserable people grubbing about for a living. And nowhere worse than Dublin. You're a fair man, Brian, but good fences, need I remind you again, good fences.
Give us a quarter of broken biscuits, please, Mr. McGallen.
I believe I was here first.
Excuse me.
Give us 20 of the best, Mr. McGallen. I'm in a rush, ladies. I left the joke in the oven. It'll be burned to a crisp.
Will you be having a Christmas club this year, Mr. McGallen?
No, Mrs. Byrne. Not last year, not this year, nor next year. No Christmas club ever.
I know refusal off, no offence, Mr. McGallen, but would you mind if I didn't pay for these few things until Friday? I'm not asking for credit, just...
Oh, there you are, Kitty. Thank God you're back. I'm going mad with all these people. And I haven't finished the weekly order yet. We'll be out of stock by Monday if I don't get to the wholesalers today.
Where's Josie, Mr. McGallen? Is she ailing or something? She was all right this morning.
I saw her down by that Conley youth protest. Just watching now, you understand? It's getting quite ugly, I can tell you. There'll be tears before bedtime. And your husband, Mrs. Burden, was none too pleased at not being allowed through with the post.
Now, Brian, the girls will be home from school in half an hour, cold and hungry. I can't do anything to help you until I have their dinner started.
I'll close the shop then. We can reopen when it suits everyone. Why is it that the very people charged with helping me feel so compelled to pull against me?
Thank you for your custom, Mrs. Byrne, and thank you, Mr. Russell. Please call again.
That's it for today then, I suppose.
If you're very good, Brian, and get on with the order, I'll bring you down a cup of sweet tea in your own mug and a nice slice of bread and strawberry jam.
You're beginning to sound like my mother.
I doubt if you ever spoke to her like this.
I thought my mother was dead, but no, she lives on. Patronising, tormenting, bringing me to the edge of anger and despair. Small wonder I'm never out of the confession box.
She can probably hear you wherever she is, so there's no need to shout or be rude to me. Thank you.
The lot of you will be the death of me.
Well, good enough for you if you ruin the business. Sacking staff, ignoring customers. Bad and all as my first husband was, he never interfered.
Ha! He was only here when the pubs were closed.
Well, I grant you that, Brian. And believe me, I appreciate what I have more than you know.
I wonder if you do.
Oh, come here to me. You're a good man, and it'll be all right. You'll see. Hush.
We've always been a special family, Brian. When other families were filling the cattle boats to England, I was able to bring you home to Ireland. I was the proudest woman in the land. My firstborn, back in the country his great-grandparents had been driven from. Back in the land I'd only ever heard about in the stories of old times. Cretty-Yard, a magical name that had sustained me all my life and then before you for 3 generations. Cretty-Yard. Say it, Brian. Can you feel the magic? Oh, it's there all right. I had to learn to say it properly. Learn to lose my Liverpool accent. Cretty-Yard. You're a McAllen and a Healy on my side. A noble family that people look up to and want to be part of.
I am here on St. Michael's Parade just off Clanbrassil Street in Dublin's Liberties, where the Conley youth movement is protesting against the demolition of these properties you can see behind me. Excuse me, young man, what's your name and why are you against these demolitions? Surely these buildings are no longer safe to live in.
My name is Seamus Higgins. Are you from RTA? Good. The people need to hear this. I'm sure you and the viewers remember that in 1963 an elderly couple who lived in tenement accommodation on Bolton Street were killed when it collapsed. And in the same year 2 little girls playing on Fenian Street were killed when a house tumbled out on top of them.
But you don't want that to happen again, do you? These properties look ready to crumble. Why are you defending them? Aren't there plans to build new houses in Blackpits and New Street?
Yeah, right. The children here be old age pensioners before them houses are built. And what are people meant to do in the meantime? 2 and 3 families to a house, shared in the toilet, and 1 tap in the backyard. Damp and rats everywhere. We are fighting for these houses to be made safe. What they need is maintenance, not demolition. The landlords won't do any improvements works because they're expecting them to be demolished when, if ever, the corporation goes ahead with the Clanbrassil Street road widening scheme.
A scheme that was announced 15 years ago, isn't that correct?
Exactly. The corporate needs to force the landlords to carry out improvement works to keep these houses safe until they're ready to widen the road. Those landlords don't say it out loud, but they're just happy to collect the rent while they sit back and wait for those buildings to fall down around the tenants. Then you'll be back here reporting on a much darker story.
Well, let's hope it never comes to that. Thank you to Seamus Higgins, one of the organising protesters from the Conley Youth Movement. This is Liam O'Connor, reporting from St. Michael's Parade in the heart of Dublin's Liberties.
Excuse me, miss, would you like to sign the petition?
Sure, I live down at the end there, son. Number 7. No point in me signing. I've been trying to get out of there all my life. Them houses are in a terrible state. And the rats is awful.
But if the landlord was doing the repairs, you wouldn't want to move.
Are you joking me? My place is beyond repair. They're all the same.
Having a decent place to live in is a political issue, like the national question and jobs.
Maybe, son. But all I want is a bit of comfort. And no rats.
You'll sign the petition then?
What's it say? Show it to me. Who signed it? Dickie Rock, Mickey Mouse and the Taoiseach. They're having a laugh at you, son. Tell me now, what happened to the plan to build nice houses in Blackpits and New Street?
You'll have to ask the corporation, missus.
I'm asking you. It's behind these crumbling death traps here. The hell we used to call it when we were kids. That's where they should be building.
Exactly what the petition is about, missus. Save what we have and build local and stop the corporation moving people out into the suburbs where they don't know a soul.
Suburbs, is it? Country more like. No shops and miles from the children's granny. I'd never be out of the house. I'd be on tablets or the drink in no time.
Where do you live, son? Somewhere posh like Rathgar, I suppose.
Hardy place when he's not in Kilburn, London. They don't sow potatoes, nor barley, nor wheat, but there's gangs of them digging for gold in the street.
Is this your girlfriend?
What? You don't know Josie from McGallen's shop?
Oh, He's a baldy old skinflint. I wouldn't go near him. No credit, no Christmas club. Nothing personal, miss. No, I've always done me shopping in Mead Street. I'll be off then. Let you two young people enjoy yourselves.
What brings you down here, Josie? It's only 3 o'clock. What about the baldy old skinflint?
I had a headache after my dinner and came out for a walk.
Then Mr. McGlade didn't sack you this morning, like everyone says?
No, he didn't. He told me to take a week's notice, but I walked out there and then. Serves him right.
Do you know, Josie, despite all he did to me, I wish it was back to you and me running the shop and having a laugh like the old days, making fun of Mr. Russell.
Easy to do that.
Did I ever tell you the one about the comedian?
The comedian? No.
Sure, well, it wasn't very funny anyway. And the nights we sat up in the Green Olive, a bag of chips and sipping Pepsi and laughing about the day, fighting over what songs to play on the jukebox. We had some great times, Josie.
At least when I asked them, that's what I was told. So I just took a hand at this digging for gold. But for all that I found there, I might as well be where the mountains mourn, sweep down to the sea.
Why doesn't life work out the way you plan it?
Things were grand when you were still in school, Seamus. Only in the shop on Saturdays and the odd late evening. But full-time, you were too much for him.
I wasn't to blame.
Sure, who's talking about blame? It's just that, well, some people find it hard to be honest about how they feel. Seeing you every day, the son he never had, it was just too much.
It was more than that, Josie.
He liked you, really. But, well, the thing is, what did you want? If he started treating you, special, well, people would talk, and how would I have felt if he didn't do the same for me?
You've got it all wrong, Josie. Things went on. Things I never told anybody about. Not even you.
And Kitty? How would she have felt? Like he didn't care much for their daughters or blamed her for not giving him a son?
Sometimes Josie's sitting in my room in Kilburn. I'd be so upset I can't eat my dinner.
Who cooks for you?
I do all my own.
And you let it sit there after you cooking it?
Going cold and me blubbering into it like a baby. Wishing I was back in the shop.
There's a vacancy now.
He'd never take me on again, and Mrs. Mac wouldn't never let him.
Of course, if it's to be working with me you need to make you happy, I could go back with you.
Maybe.
Think about it, Seamus. Just like the old days, the pair of us. There's nothing for me here either.
And what about him? What does he want?
Who cares? Take me back to Kilburn with you. We'd get into a shop together and share a flat. It would be just like the old days, except better. Oh, Seamus, say you will.
Don't rush me now, Josie. This needs thinking out.
Let's go up to the Green Olive now and make plans. I could murder a plate of chips.
Pretty art. Oh, Brian, nobody knew us when we got there, or wanted to. We arrived amongst strangers. Pretty art. The ancestral home that promised to wait for our return was gone. I believe that the people, and if not the people, the very fields and rocks would whisper our name. Not McGlade. That's your father's name. No, my name. The name of the proud Healy clan. But all we heard was silence. And you, Brian, all of 7 months, crying, and me gone only 2 months with your brother Paddy, sick every morning, walking the roads looking for someone to remember us. Someone to say, that's your house over there, or come in anyway, your name is good. Nothing. I got your father a job, and we stayed till Paddy was born, but I couldn't wait to get out. We were disinherited, Brian. Our noble family erased from the landscape, our very name forgotten. Small wonder we've never settled anywhere since.
London is great, Josie, but nobody makes chips like the green olive, I'm telling you.
I'll miss Clanbrassil Street, I suppose, but not as much as I missed Monaghan when I first came to Dublin. Is there a park near where you live, with trees and grass and ducks in the pond?
Of course there is. London has everything, once you get used to it. Parks everywhere and trees, at least one for every dog. It's not the country, of course, but you won't notice after a while.
And the people? What are they like? Do the men spend every Saturday polishing their cars the way your mother's neighbour, Mr. Ashton, does? He's English, isn't he?
Josie, I can't wait to show you all the bee clubs. You'll love them. And we can walk down Carnaby Street looking at the pop stars shopping for their clothes. Did I tell you about the time I thought I seen Mick Jagger?
And what about work? Is it hard to... Oh my God, Seamus! Look, the shop is shut. He's had to close to do the order.
Not that the blinds down will stop people knocking at the door. Oh, Mr. McGallen, I was just wondering if you were open or not.
It's poor Mrs. McGallen I feel sorry for. He'll take it out on poor old Kitty. Make out it's all her fault. If only she'd done, I don't know, something.
She can always throw him out. The shop is in her name. He told me that once. He could come to London. The three of us could share the house, run a shop together. We could. Cosy as anything we'd be. He doesn't need her.
Seamus Higgins, I do not understand. After all he's done to you and now me, what on earth do you want?
I said I'd be back on the pick at 3:30. I'm late. Are you coming?
Of course. Isn't it ages since I saw you? Wouldn't I be a right idiot to let you out of my sight again? At least until all the women know I'm your girlfriend.
Homes for everyone.
No more
Keep moving on there, please. Keep the footpath clear.
Look at the guards, Josie. They're spoiling for the fight. I was talking to one of the blokes in charge of the picket and he said the danger time would be just after 5. They'll be desperate to make something happen in time for the 6:30 news. The guards are worse than the English police. Do you know that?
What's the point of it all, Seamus? The bailiffs will get into them houses one way or another. Nothing will stop them. And you could be hurt, Seamus. You're too gentle to be risking yourself. And what's it all for? Why should you care about these people? Not one of them lifted a finger to help you when you were sacked. Worse, they carried the rumours. Said you'd stolen from Mr. McGallen. Abused his daughters. And one story had it that you'd seduced the baldy old skinflint himself.
2 and 3 families to a house, shared in the toilet, and one tap in the backyard, damp and rats everywhere. Oh, the money is good enough for Mr. McGallen, but would he sign a petition or speak to the landlords about conditions? Not a bit of it. He makes me sick, Josie.
And who is standing up for you, Seamus Higgins? Look at you, forced out of Dublin to live in Kilburn, and coming home to spend your holidays protesting for people who care nothing for you.
This is where I grew up, Josie. I'm part of this. I must help. At least when I'm home. Maybe I should think about staying.
And what about me? What am I a part of? No place to live unless I go back to Monaghan or find another live-in job. Even if Mr. McGallen gives me a reference, it'll be a terrible one. I've burnt my bridges, Seamus. I'm for Kilburn with you. All we have now is each other.
Oh, there you are, Mr. Russell. Jester to the protester. The Falstaff of Daniel Street. Come to make some jokes, or will you take a placard?
Now, it's easy to mock. I approve of all this, you know. Civil liberties it is. Broadening the issues. For too long altogether, the national question has blinded us to the fundamental inequalities in our society. It's time to take a stand. The Valera's Ireland won't live forever, and any debt we owe will die with him. That Martin Luther King fella in America, He's teaching us all a lesson, I'll have you know.
What are you on about, Mr. Russell?
Josie, he's coming. Look.
Who's Seamus? Who's coming?
What'll I do? Maybe he's changed. Decided to make a stand for his community. Is that why he's here? Or do you think he wants me back? Should I stay or what? Oh, Josie, tell me. I'd better go.
Hello, Josie. I've talked it all over with Kitty. Are you all right?
Never been better, thank you.
You look very pale.
I'm perfectly all right, thank you.
Well, I've decided that you were upset this morning. Kitty says I should withdraw your notice and allow you to come back to work.
That's very nice of you, I'm sure, but I've decided to go to London with Seamus Higgins. We're going steady.
I saw the blackguard slinking off as I was crossing the road. I suppose he talked you into emigrating just to get back at me.
That's not very charitable, Mr. McAllen. Young people in love are blind to the needs of us old fogies. You are the same, I'm sure, at their age.
My behaviour at Seamus's age is none of your business, Mr. Russell.
The last time I crossed to Coventry to see your brother Paddy, I was sick as a dog. Look at me, I said to myself. I'm like the old woman of the roads, sitting on the ship surrounded by wailing babies and drunken paddies, and the smell of vomit everywhere. I wish to God I'd never heard the poisonous name of Cretty Hart. Wish to God I'd stayed in Liverpool and watched my boys growing up around me, committing themselves to a country that would educate them and give them work and a place to live. Cretty Hart poisoned all our minds and sentenced us to a life of itchy feet, of impossible wishes, of ruthless rambling. God forgive me for my part in it.
Look at that young fella. Oh, the guards won't put up with that. Them buildings is rotten, you know. Be careful, son. It's only a protest.
What's all that commotion? I think we should leave now, Josie. There's going to be trouble. Let these people sort out their own problems. We're outsiders, country people. These are Dubliners. Jackeens, as they say. And we shouldn't get involved.
That's young Higgins up on the roof. His mother won't be pleased. Here, guard! You gotta get him out of there. You'll never forgive yourself if he slipped. Them buildings is on their last legs. For God's sake, son, be careful. A pile of mouldy bricks is not worth dying for.
It's Seamus, Mr. Mac. He's up on the roof. Jesus, what's he going to do? He'll kill himself for sure.
All the more reason to leave. Let the guards sort it out. He's a bad lot. He was always bound to come to a bad end.
How can you be so callous? He's doing all this for you. All your talk about your noble family and the magic of the land. One way or another you seduced him, and when he responded you kicked him away like a whimpering dog. Look at him, he's mad with confusion and he'll be killed, and it's all your fault.
I'm leaving now, Josie. Do you want your job or not?
These houses should be saved. End demolition now. And you don't be slinking away, Mr. McAllen. These are your people, for better or for worse. You should be standing by them. Come on, let's twist again, like we did last summer. Come on, let's twist again, like we did last year.
The little fool.
Oh my God, he's slipping. Seamus, Seamus, don't die. Please, please, God, save him.
The whole wall is giving away. Yes, he's dead for sure. Guards, you should never allow this to happen. I always said them buildings would be the death to somebody. It's his poor mother I think of a time like this. Her hands full already.
It won't be mentioned again, Brian. I won't refer to it, and neither will you. You're upset, but you will bear it well. Pray God someday you'll see it differently. Jail is the place for men like him, and will be for you if you persist. Even thinking about another man that way will see you in hell. It wasn't your flesh you indulged. Somehow, you had a misplaced sense that he had earned a precious share in not your God-given youth and beauty, but your proud and ancient spirit. In your weakness, you rewarded him, not just for his depravity, but for his indolence, his commonness. I blame myself for failing to equip you with the strengths to live up to your noble heritage. The day will come when God takes me, and it's then that my big, bold son will be the head of the Healy-McAllen clan. God forgive me if I'm proud.
Can I help you, Mrs. Byrne?
Oh, it's nice to see you back, Josie, in your rightful place. Is everything all right again between you and Mr. Mac? Terrible about poor Seamus Higgins. I suppose he's lucky to be alive at all.
Everything is fine, thank you, Mrs. Byrne. Josie will be leaving us, I'm sorry to say, but she's very kindly agreed to stay until Seamus is out of hospital and well enough to go back to London.
Mr. McAllen is putting an ad in the paper today for their new girl. He'll be interviewing next week if you know anyone.
But what on earth was it all about? Seamus was always a sensible lad. Why, I remember when my two were only toddlers. Hello, Mr. Russell.
They couldn't be any more than toddlers yet, Mrs. Burden. And you so young looking. Plenty of the best plays, Josie. Mrs. Mac.
I wanted to thank you for your help last night, Mr. Russell. Talking to the guards and everything and coming with me to the hospital when a certain somebody ran away like a scalded cat.
Perhaps he was a scalded cat. Who knows these things, Josie? Which reminds me of the one I sometimes tell in very select company about a man whose mistress wins $1 million.
Thank you, Mr. Russell. But Mrs. McAllen and I are too busy today to listen to jokes. 20 of the best, is it?
There you are, Mr. McAllen. Maybe you can explain to me why that sensible lad did such a silly thing.
I know no more than you, Mrs. Byrne. Although Mr. Russell here tells me that young people in love sometimes do silly things.
Only rejected lovers do silly things. Young lovers are blind to the needs of old fogies like us. Not you, Mrs. Burden, of course. Or you, Mrs. Mac.
Thank you indeed, Mr. Russell. The wholesalers have just delivered the weekly order. It'll take me a minute to dig out your cigarettes. You must be fed up waiting. And you, Mrs. Byrne, you were here first. What can we get you?
Do you know what it is? With all this upset around, I've forgotten what I came in for. And when I remember, I might just take my business to a shop that treats customers and staff with a bit of civility. Are you on your way home, Mr. Russell?
Sure thing, Mrs. B. Especially if I can tell you the one about the millionaire mistress. Don't bother with the cigarettes, Mrs. Mac. I'm thinking of giving up.
Well, I hope you're both happy now. Driving the customers away as if they were stray cattle coming to eat our grass.
Pay no attention, Josie. Yes, dear, we'll be more careful in future.
Can I have an hour off this afternoon to go and see Seamus?
Of course you can, Josie. It's very quiet today, thanks to all this business. So long as you're back before the girls get in from school.
What about you, Mr. McAllen? Are you going to come along? I'm sure Seamus would love to see you.
Yes, that's a good idea, Josie. It's time all this was sorted out.
I have nothing to sort out. The boy worked here unimpeded for several years, progressing from shelf filler to full assistant under my tutelage. As a result of differences that arose over his involvement with what he called community activities, his employment was terminated last year. Before I had an opportunity to compose a suitable reference, the lad had skipped off to England where, by all accounts, he has done very well for himself, even without my recommendation.
I gave him a reference. A very good one as it happens. As well as money for his fare and digs for a couple of weeks.
You what?
I hoped he wouldn't come back until whatever happened between you two had been forgotten. But it hasn't worked out as I planned. So I want you to go along and sort it out before the whole of Harty Place and Daniel Street decide to take their custom elsewhere. This is my shop as well as yours, and I am not going to have business wrecked because of your silly pride.
As God is my witness, Kitty.
Oh, please, Brian, don't bring God into it. I suspect I would rather not know the details. Your mother hinted at a past that was not entirely squeaky clean. And excuse me, Josie, for speaking so freely, but if marriage with Seamus is on the cards, then perhaps there are lessons here for you too.
Well, I'll just go and get my coat. Mrs. Higgins said she'd call and we'd walk to the hospital together.
Bring Mr. McAllen's coat, Josie, please. He'll go along with you.
I don't think you should speak to me like that, especially in front of the staff. So help me, I will not set foot in that hospital.
So help me, you will, or you just might find yourself without a place to live.
I'd be perfectly happy with a bedsit in Ranelagh and a labouring job on a building site.
Well, old Mrs. McAllen's whimpering puppy can bark.
There's your coat, Mr. Mac. I'll just leave it on the counter.
I won't be needing it. You don't know what you're meddling in, Kitty.
I don't have to.
Oops, I forgot my purse.
I have a present for you.
Hello, Mrs. Higgins. Josie's just gone for her purse.
I said I have a present. Not for you, Mrs. Mac. For him. For that dirty bastard. Take back your filth and keep it. I don't want it in my house, corrupting the rest of my sons.
There must be some mistake, Mrs. Higgins. We don't sell girly magazines.
I wouldn't mind those so much, Mrs. Mac. That's normal for a boy of my Seamus's age. But not this filth. All men. With each other.
Well, there still must be a mistake, Mrs. Higgins. We don't sell any sort of magazines.
Sure, I know it wasn't bought here. It's not the magazine itself, it's the corruption. He's corrupted my son, poisoned his mind, and now he's trapped and can't help himself. You're a mother, Mrs. McAllen. I found that thing when I was looking for his pyjamas to bring to the hospital. Tell Josie I'm too upset to visit today. I don't know whether to see the priest, the doctor, or the guards. God help me.
Bed number 8, just on the right by the window. You've left it very late, you know. Visiting time finishes in 15 minutes. You'll still be required to leave when the bell rings.
Thank you, nurse. I won't be long. Seamus, are you awake?
What? What? Oh, it's you. I thought you were the nurse come to take me temperature again.
Josie was on her way, but Kitty decided at the last moment she couldn't spare her.
Why did you come? You couldn't stand beside me since you know when. And Josie said you ran away when I fell off the roof.
Josie's right, I'm sorry. Your mother found a magazine. It changed everything. I mean, you must have bought it of your own free will. No one forced you, not me anyway.
A magazine? What sort of magazine? Where?
In with your pyjamas. It has pictures. She threw it at me and went off to see the priest, the doctor and the guards.
She'll get over it. This is who I am.
She says I corrupted you.
Well, you did your bit.
I'm sorry.
For corrupting me?
No, not that.
For coming into the hospital and waking me up when I was having a lovely dream?
No.
For what then?
You know.
You weren't the first, not by a long shot. But the others were strangers. Men I didn't care about, that I could walk away from. But that wasn't the worst. The worst was denying me. Letting people say I must be a thief, that your daughters weren't safe with me. You were no introduction to love.
I'm sorry.
Don't keep saying you're sorry. What are you going to do about it?
What can I do? You'll be in London. Josie is going after you. Customers abandoning the shop. Kitty ready to throw me out. Your mother threatening to set the guards on me.
Excuse me. Remember, you're the McAllen, out of the Healy clan. Proud, fearless.
My mother was Declan. It was all her dream. Dead 10 years last week. But she's still here, wagging her finger. If only I had been stronger at your age. Things would be different now. When she found out about my first man friend, she took no time to have him sent to jail, then had me married off to Kitty and the shop before taking herself off to her bed to wait for death. And you nearly followed her.
Well, I didn't. Here I am, right as rain. Almost. A broken leg and a broken heart. What are you going to do about it?
I don't know what you're suggesting. Besides, the man in the bed over there, the one with the bandaged head, is watching us.
Did you bring that magazine with you?
Do you want me arrested?
Do you want to know what I was dreaming about when you woke me up?
Not here, Seamus. Tell me about the shop where you work.
The what? Oh, the shop. It's lovely. No, very ordinary really. Local customers, but self-service.
I can't open a retail magazine, but self-service is jumping out at me. It's all the grocery trade is talking about. In 5 years, there won't be a counter left in the country. Just baskets for the customers to fill and take to the checkout. That's the new name for the cash register. And now you.
Oh, Mr. McGallen.
Call me Brian.
No, don't spoil it. You'll always be Mr. McGallen, rampant grocer. You should convert.
What?
Convert to self-service.
I wouldn't know where to begin.
Retail magazines. You said it was all in there.
But there's a lot of work involved. I couldn't do it by myself. And Kitty isn't interested.
You'd need a young, able assistant.
But reliable.
And with experience.
A shelving company gave me drawings for a self-service layout last month. I could bring them in tomorrow and see what you think. They said the design was the ideal location for the aisles and the gondolas.
Gondolas? Oh, gondolas. Don't talk to me about gondolas.
You could fix yourself up with a little bedsit in Ranelagh. It's time you moved out of home.
Oh, I'd need to be closer than that. To be on hand, should you need me. Maybe Josie would like a bedsit, if we decided to keep her on. She needs our independence.
We can discuss that later. I'll visit every day until they let you out. There's plenty of time for making plans.
I don't care about visiting hours. I've just come from the priest and I'm going to see my poor son.
If the priest had something to say to your son, he'd have come himself.
You can't prevent a sick boy from seeing his mother and his fiancée. Come along, Josie.
How's the leg, Seamus?
Much better, thanks, Josie. Hi, Ma. The doctor said I should be up and about in a few days.
Mrs. McGallen sent in these grapes. They look lovely. She went up to Leonard's Corner for them. She'll be in tomorrow. She wants to chat with you.
Mr. McGallen has just left.
The nerve of him. We passed him on the stairs. Anyway, the priest says I should love the sinner and hate the sin. He told me to burn the magazine before you get sent to jail for having it. It's the law.
They're talking about changing the laws in England. Anyway, Mr. McGallen wants me to help him turn the shop into self-service. More money, longer holidays, and I can live in if I want.
Live in? Over my dead body? Here's your pyjamas. But I'll let you young people make your plans. I'll go and catch up with Mr. Mac. We have some talking to do.
1 minute he's swearing blind he'd rather die than set foot in the hospital, and the next he's here by your bedside offering you a job. Was it to do with that magazine? Did he come to warn you? Why would he do that? I'm the only one that cares.
Don't be going on, Josie. I'm tired out with all these visitors.
Mrs. Mac said I should watch my step with you. Have you made up your mind? Will you take his old job?
I said I wouldn't even consider it unless he took you back as well. You and me running the shop, him in the background looking after the stock.
Oh, Seamus. What made him ask you back?
He said he was sorry for the past. Could we start again? And I said, what will you do to stop the demolition in St. Michael's Parade? And he said he'd organise a meeting with the other shopkeepers. Do you really want to marry me, Josie?
That was the other day. I hadn't seen you for almost a year, and I thought the only way to hold on to you was to marry you. Would you mind if I said no?
Oh, thanks.
Your mother will be disappointed.
She'll get over it. This is who I am.
It's not just the laughs, Seamus Higgins. We've been good for each other, and I think whether we stay in Dublin or go away, we should do it together.
Come to London with me, Josie. Me ma'd be happy if it looks like we're together. Everything's happening in London. Why would anyone choose dear old dirty Dublin when they can be at the centre of the universe? But let's not tell Brian for a few days. We'll see how much more I can reform him.
Oh, Kitty, I'm just closing up.
What would you like me to do?
Do?
Yes, put up the shutters, take in the vegetables. What does Josie do when she's here?
Josie? Oh, Josie counts the cash and puts it into bags. I do the heavy things.
You're miles away, aren't you? How was he?
He's fine. He's young, he'll get over it.
You're not so old yourself, you know. I've sent the girls to bed and asked them to be quiet. Let's lock up here and have an early night.
My mother never really believed in me.
Oh, she was a dreamer and a bully, Brian.
She should have believed in me. Not treated me like I don't know what, an imbecile or something, who'd always need a mother, an older sister or a wife.
Well, there are times when I'd love to shake you, but I wouldn't change you for any man I've ever met.
And she was wrong in other ways too.
Don't I know it? So, you offered Seamus his job back?
Yes. I stepped down off my high horse, told him what he wanted to hear, that he means something to us, that we believe in him.
Did he accept?
He says he'd think about it, but he'd be a fool. No, he's destined for bigger things. There'll be humming and hawing for a few days, but mark my words, Kitty, he'll be on that boat as soon as he can walk.
He won't get over you in a hurry. You've been as important to him as, a first girlfriend or something. He reminds me of Orla when she's playing in the park. Every few minutes she comes over to me to reassure herself that nothing has changed. And then she's off again to play and forgets all about me. Until the next time. That's what parents are for.
Do you know, Kitty, I think we should only employ girls from now on. What do you think? And maybe we could try Roscommon. The girls in that part of the country are strong and dependable, but not at all forward. I think they'd suit us. Don't you, Kitty?
A Quarter of Broken Biscuits was written by Eamon Somers and produced and directed by Berni Dwan. The cast of actors in order of appearance were Geraldine O'Callaghan as Brian McGallan's mother, Tara Power as Mrs. Higgins, Jimmy O'Connell as Brian McGallan, Adrienne Murphy as Josie, Alan O'Brien as Mr. Russell and news reporter, Melanie O'Byrne as Mrs. Byrne, Mary McNamara as Kitty McGallan and David Gaffney as Seamus. The choral singing of Go the Distance was performed by the Dublin Gay Men's Chorus, conducted by its musical director Duncan Brickenden. Audio production for A Quarter of Broken Biscuits was managed by Declan McGlade, who was assisted with special sound effects by Vitor Eduardo Livio, sound production student at Dunleary Further Education Institute. The magnificent promotional artwork you saw across social media was created by early career artist Evan McLaughlin. A Quarter of Broken Biscuits was made with the support of Comishún na Meán's Sound and Vision Scheme through the television licence fee.